Most important, we started off AVZ, our management team, and basically drilled out the first resources at Manono, and basically with a change of management at that point, we started focusing on AJN.
So welcome to those joining us here for One-to-One's mining investment event in London. I am delighted to be joined by Director and CEO of AJN Resources, Mark Gasson. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you for the opportunity.
So just to kick things off, for those who are unfamiliar with AJN, can you give us a bit of a backstory?
Sure. So AJN is a junior exploration company. We're listed on the CSE in Canada and also in Frankfurt. The company signed an agreement with the state in the Congo to acquire 21 really good gold licenses and also one good lithium license 3 years ago. And basically, with all the political interference, nothing has happened. So a year ago, we decided to look for for other opportunities. And with our board's experience and our knowledge of the Manono area, we decided to focus on lithium in the Manono area. And we subsequently picked up 4 licenses, 2 sort of on the same Manono trend, and then another 2 licenses to the southeast, roughly 120 kilometers away. So we started field work on the southern sort of Kabunda licenses, a lot of mapping and sampling. And we are sort of we're at the stage now where we can start sort of developing the project.
Okay, before we get into that, let's take a look at your team first, because you've got a lot of expertise there. Yeah. Can you just give us a snapshot of some of your members?
Sure. So basically, we've been operating in the Congo, the management anyway, since early 2000s. Our first project was Motor Gold, which was taken over by Randgold, which is Kabali, where we discovered 20 million ounces, and now it's Barrick Gold's flagship mine. And we also discovered the Alphaman Resources Besia Tin Project, which is the highest grade tin mine in the world. And today they have a market cap of around $1 billion, and which is there's quite an achievement there. And we also discovered the Kipoi deposit in the Katanga, where we discovered 1 million tons of copper that's been mined out already. And then also around west of Kabali, we discovered another 4 million ounces of gold. So. And I think most important, we started off AVZ, our management team, and basically drilled out the first resources at Manono, and basically with a change of management at that point, we started focusing on AJN basically.
So certainly a good track record there.
Yeah. No, it's been 20 years, and Congo. Might have its challenges, but with its wealth in the ground, you can't beat it.
Works for you guys.
Yeah.
So let's move on to your Kabunda South project. Okay. You mentioned the acquisition, 75% interest in the lithium permit. Yeah. Give us some of the details there. Okay,
so the Kabunda Project, we have 2 licenses. One, as you know, we just recently acquired. But the main focus has been working on the northern license, where we've mapped out and sampled 7 kilometers of pegmatites. And within that area, we have two zones which are sort of two priority areas where we will focus on with our initial drilling program. And the northern one is roughly 1.2 k's by 200 meters wide. And the southern one is around 2 kilometers by 300 meters wide, where you have these pegmatite zones all the way through. The channel sampling came back with positive results, even though low grade. But lithium is highly mobile, so as long as you have anything, we're getting sort of 4, 5, or up to 10 times above background. So we're confident that we are in the lithium space. Yeah, so drilling will tell.
When do you think that might commence?
So the biggest delay for us is being sorting out our permitting to drill. The problem in Congo at the moment is there's elections coming up next month, and our application is sitting on the main person's desk for I don't know how long now, and just waiting for a signature. But there's no
time will tell.
Time will tell. But we are very confident that, and we've been told by our contacts that we should have the permit in this week or next week latest, and then we can sort of mobilize and start drilling.
Okay, so let's look at your other projects. Obviously, you've got your Manono Northeast and Manono Northeast projects. What's the lowdown there?
Okay, so we're quite excited about those two licenses, simply because the proper Manono deposit started off as an alluvial working for tin, and only once they got down to decent levels or much deeper levels did they find the actual pegmatites with a lot of lithium in it. And we've done some pitting on our license, and we've pitted down to 6 meters, and basically it's a very similar situation where there's you've got really thick surface cover. So also AVZ's northernmost trench was only 7 kilometers from our border of the eastern license. And it was the same situation. So there's no reason for the pegmatites not to continue. And we cover roughly 12 kilometers of potential strike extent. And in case there is any bifurcation or any deflection towards the north, we've got 10 kilometers covered for any in the north with these pegmatites extending northwards. Yeah. So and we're pretty much in a good position to start drilling right now.
So you plan to start drilling? Those are the next steps?
So, well, next steps, we cannot do any other work other than drill. So we managed to locate an RC rig, and we'll do some shallow drilling, and we'll cover the whole license and search for our pegmatites, but we're waiting for our permits.
Permits. Just to summarise then, just to finish, just quickly for our investors, what are the main milestones they can look out for? Obviously the drilling.
The drilling is the main one, and that's on both licenses. So hopefully with a bit of luck, we'll have results. We'll start drilling end of this month, early next month. And we should have some results out by the next 1-to-1.
Excellent. Can't wait to see you there. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you very much.